Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh News Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and today we're going to talk about some Masters of the Universe classics, a little bit more about Batman, that's kind of a continuation of last week's Batman story, and then some Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we may wander off into other realms, Disney, I don't know. I got a list of topics, that's all I put down on the piece of paper, just start talking, and from there, who knows where we go. Now, in usual Robo-Luck fashion, as soon as I uploaded last week's episode, Super 7 announced new Masters of the Universe classics. Now, I'm one of those people that as soon as Mattel announced that they were cutting the line, they were getting rid of Matty Collector, I was kind of like, well, I got everything I need, so I'm good with that. But I know a lot of people aren't. A lot of people still need mini-comic characters, they need Filmation characters from the comics, movie, just anything and everything Masters of the Universe. Nothing wrong with that. Just because I thought I was happy doesn't mean that everybody else was. But I'll be damned if Super 7 didn't come along and tempt me again. Now, starting with the two that don't really tickle my fancy, but I'm sure there are people out there that need these figures. And the first one would be from New Adventures of He-Man, that's Quake. Me personally, I don't like the cartoony style. It doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of the line, but it does fit in with the New Adventures of He-Man figures that I skipped on when it was under Matty Collector. And then there's Fangor. He's from one of the more recent mini-comics. Again, I missed out on this. I'm not sure who the character is exactly, but it does look cool. The more I look at it, the more I kind of want it. It has that Masters of the Universe kind of vibe to it, with the big fangs, the Snake Man look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this. But a character with a crescent wrench, a screwdriver, and a hammer, yeah, maybe he's the mechanic? He's the Snake Man mechanic. Lodar, I remember from way back. I haven't actually went back and updated myself, updated my brain on those old comics. Looks cool. I'm gonna have to pick him up. Evil Master of S&M. And then there's Hawk. Me, I'm just a Filmation kind of guy. I was good with the classics, updated looks, but as soon as they announced Filmation, I was in. But I haven't opened them yet because I don't have any room to put them anywhere. But Hawk, she's in that Filmation style. Works in perfectly. I'll be able to slide it in with the rest of my figures. And then an alternate head for Stratos' sister. But I don't understand why she made it into here because, from what I understand, Super 7 will be announcing more Filmation characters at Toy Fair. There's going to be a Filmation offshoot, there's going to be a Classics offshoot, and then there's going to be an Ultimates offshoot. Now, they did say they may not do any more Ultimates until next year, that the ones they already announced will be it for this year. But if they announce 4 Filmations, 4 Classics, and then the Ultimates they did announce, which I think were 5, that's already more figures than Matty Collector put out in a year. Barring circumstances, I know there were some years they put out some extra stuff, but that's still more than 12 figures. So Super 7, they're on the right road, they're on the right track, making people happy, new characters, some re-releases down the road. I don't see how they could be trying any harder here. No information on how much these will cost, no information on when they're going up, but they should be going up soon. Last week, Hasbro sent along promotional pictures of the Spider-Man Homecoming series. Not the Legends series, though. Just less articulated 6-inch series. Now, we've seen some of these with the Avengers lately. They don't really blow my skirt up. So these, same thing. They're kind of just plain. They're just plain. They're not Legends, is what it comes down to. I want my Legends. I want my Spider-Man. But they did show this picture of like a prototype Spider-Man suit. Very basic. I'm guessing this is from before Stark stepped in, gave him a new costume, updated everything. I do want a Legends figure of this. Not only is it a neat little design, but it has some potential custom fodder there. But really, it's a few Spideys, it's a few Vultures, it's a couple of play sets, one bigger than the other. They're kind of cool looking. We'll see how that goes. And finally, a Spider-Mobile. Yes, I can quit collecting now. I have a Spidey-Mobile. They call it a Spider Racer, but we all know what the deal is. For those of you not keeping track, Herocross is expanding their Disney line. They've done a Mickey Mouse, they've done a Minnie, they've done a Donald, and a couple of others, but they're really ramping up now. This is the one that caught my eye, was Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Donald is a little bit high on the secondary market now, but he will be coming with the 3 nephews. And my previous experience with Herocross wasn't that great. The metal skeletons, the kind of deformed look. But I was in the Star Wars figures. The Boba Fett, the Stormtrooper, they had armor over them. So it hindered a lot of articulation. With the Disney figures, there's nothing overlaying. Nothing's hindering the articulation. And they look a lot cleaner. They actually look like the Disney art. And before closing up shop for Chinese New Year, they did post a picture with Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any passing up this line. Except for budget reasons. If I can't afford it, I can't buy it. So there you go. But these look amazing. Now last week I did touch on the S.H. Figuarts Batman from The Dark Knight. They teased pictures, it was looking great. We didn't have any information though. But we now know that it does come with 2 heads. It comes with the bomb rifle thing, even though in this picture I don't know what's going on here. If they flip something or if it's backwards or turned around, it just looks wrong right here. Comes with a batarang, comes with the grapnel gun, comes with 5 sets of hands. We knew it would release in June, but we didn't know when it would go up for pre-order. Well, that would be today. Go get it. I actually pre-ordered mine earlier today, and it was about $48, which is not really bad. The accessories, the extra head, and the cape. The cape, they are saying, is the first cloth cape in the S.H. Figuarts line. I don't know that. I don't collect a bunch of figure arts, but I believe them. Why would they lie about that? They're saying it's a posable cape, though. I can't figure out if it's wires running down the edge or if it's some kind of material that kind of bends and folds, because you can see the pleats in the cape, which is really odd for the pleats to stay in there without some kind of support in the middle. Also, not seeing a lot of the Joker. We did see him in the magazine scan from last week, but are they tweaking on him? Are they fixing him? Hopefully they did tweak the likeness a little bit. It was looking a little bit odd at San Diego last year, so yeah, hopefully that's the holdup on him. Also going up for pre-order today is Mezco's 1/12 Collective Deadpool. Now this is another figure that was teased at last year's San Diego Comic-Con. I'm glad to see it finally coming out because, hell, it's Deadpool. Now Mezco hasn't gotten their little claws in me yet. I haven't found anything that I absolutely cannot live without. This may be it. 1, because it's Deadpool, and 2, because it looks really good. 2 different heads, one squinting more than the other, several sets of hands, loads of weapons, actually looking really loaded down. But if you order from the Mezco side itself, it does come with an exclusive head pull. It's all plastic. He's looking out from the side of the ripped mask, got the beanie on top. Very, very, very cool. And it's only $5 more at $85, whereas the standard version at Big Bad Toy Store is running about $80. Even if you don't want the head pull, that's some nice plastic for $5 more. It's just worth it. And then out of nowhere, Marvel Shop hosted pre-orders for the Marvel Select Guardians of the Galaxy comic versions. Now we know Diamond is working on some movie figures, but out of left field we get these comic versions. Now they are more recent versions. I know some people are wanting those old blue uniforms all matching across the board, and me included. I like that look. But that look didn't last very long. I can see why they went with the more recent versions. It's fresher in the mind, plus Groot being naked as Groot can get. That's how the general public perceives Groot. So it's more recognizable to a broader audience. Now these are Marvel Shop and Disney Store exclusives, so you probably need to get your pre-orders in if you don't have a Disney Store like I do. I don't have a Disney Store. That's what it breaks down to. But to offer up all 5 characters all at the same time, you make an order, you're done. That's the team. Sure, there could be secondary characters added in and stuff, but the main team, all in one swipe, besides looking awesome, and besides being Guardians of the Galaxy, that's another reason I pre-ordered them the first day. Each character comes with a base, each character comes with a lot of accessories. I haven't read a lot of modern comics, so I don't know why Drax has a big pink axe, but I'm sure it's cool. Rocket does come with Gamora. I can see that happening because in the grand scheme of things, they are the smaller characters in the group. Star-Lord comes with a pink crystal thing, kind of something. I don't know what it is. He's got boot blasts. He's got alternate head, unmasked and masked. He's got his elemental guns. And then Groot, looking kind of cartoony, but he matches the aesthetic of the rest. Now, last I saw, Gamora has sold out on the Marvel Shop. So hopefully it'll go up on the Disney Store soon, or they're plentiful at Disney stores. Again, I wouldn't know. I've been in a Disney store maybe twice in my life. But each one, $24.99, $112 after shipping. I'm in and out. Again, I'm done with the Guardians. A third group to display because I already have the Legends comic versions and the Legends movie versions. I just love Guardians that much. Now the Marvel Shop did list it for a release date of end of February, but I think Diamond is saying somewhere in March. So around there sometime. Not far away when you really think about it. Because like sands through an hourglass, so are the days of our... So yeah, no intro this week because of the amount of news. I'm trying to keep my editing time down to a minimum. And actually over the weekend I thought, oh man, the weekly show is going to be sparse this week. I'm going to have to think of something to do, some great big elaborate skit or something. But then the news kept on hitting and I thought, oh well, I've got more than enough content. So yeah, I'll make it up to you guys, I swear. I have something in my brain pan. I I don't know if it's going to work out because it's going to get kind of complicated. Now, I did mention this last week, but just a little update. I do have t-shirts on their way to me from the new place I set up. I'm going to check out the quality, and if they're good, yeah, we'll get t-shirts up. See what's going on there. Coffee mugs, bags. But if you like this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.